Truth is making a comeback. America's Top Stories with Lisa K. Donner.
You now have the right to bear, wait for it, nunchucks. Yes, you heard that right. U.S. District Court Judge Pamela Chen, an Obama appointee, struck down a statewide ban on nunchucks as unconstitutional. And she cited, of all things, the Second Amendment, saying nunchucks are protected under the right to bear arms. Go figure. Joining me now is Legal Affairs Editor, and I might add a certified NRA instructor, Scott D. Cosenza. Welcome to Truth, Scott.
Thank you, Lisa.
Okay, so in a nutshell, what is a nunchuck?
Well, viewers of Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon and fans of Michelangelo, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, already know the answers to this question, Lisa. It's a stick about yay long, joined to another stick, the same length, by a string or rope. And that's all it is. And a person who knows how to, or hopefully knows how to, swings it about and can use it as a weapon for defensive or offensive purposes. It's basically a kung fu tool.
Okay, so why were nunchucks banned in New York in the first place? And by the way, were they banned anywhere else?
They've been banned in lots of places where where knives and other things that can be used as weapons are banned. Sort of like sort of a Northeast Democrat city kind of a thing, I think. If you go to Colorado or Arizona, I don't think you're going to find these sorts of things. Certainly California, I imagine, does have them. And they were banned, I think, just because.
But you told me that you grew up in Philadelphia, that you owned a nunchuck or two.
I did own more than one set of nunchucks as a kid. Yeah, they're fascinating. They're fascinating. You see Bruce Lee on the TV doing them, and you want to be Bruce Lee, right? And so that's what motivated my purchase, and that of many other teenage boys, I imagine.
Very interesting. So you know what essentially happened, and how did this ruling come about? This has been going on for a long time. I mean, they've been banned for a long while now, right?
74, I think, is when the law went into effect. But what we have now is the Heller decision and the wake of the Heller decision in order to challenge these types of rules, and that's what happened here in this case. The attorney wanted to teach his own children his own brand of martial arts, found that the nunchucks were banned, and in fact, because he actually got in trouble and was arrested for nunchuck possession. And so he's fought this case.
Oh my God, possession of a nunchuck.
It's a real thing.
Did they put him in jail for something, or for this?
He was arrested, and Jim Maloney is the man's name. He's an attorney, and he's a very interesting type guy. I've been reading about him in the wake of this decision. And he fought this case himself. And what we have here, Lisa, is that the federal court in Judge Chen has ruled that if there's a thing that is commonly possessed and it's not possessed for nefarious purposes commonly, so for instance, a sharpened screwdriver, you may say, well, that's commonly possessed for bad purposes, whereas nunchucks are commonly used for training and enjoyment, not for crime commission. And so because of that, because they are both arms and commonly possessed for peaceful purposes, that two-part test, the judge says this is protected Second Amendment activity.
So nunchucks aren't hanging around in the hood.
No comment.
All right. So continuing on very quickly, what else did Chen say in the 32-page ruling in New York?
Well, basically, it was the build-up to all that, which is that this is an object that is used and possessed mostly for non-criminal peaceful purposes, which is to say people train with it, they enjoy it, they put it on their mantle or whatever, have it in a drawer. And so that's legal. And also that it is an arm by the meaning of to bear arms. It's not always firearms that the Second Amendment covers, according to Heller and its legacy. So knives also may be included in this, and other weapons or devices.
So what does this mean for the Second Amendment jurisprudence going forward?
Well, we had a case just recently from New Jersey that said 11-round magazines and over can be banned under the current Second Amendment jurisprudence. This case, even though it's about nunchucks and not ammunition magazines, seems to be at odds with that because of the reasoning. Thus, if it's upheld at the circuit level, this was a district court opinion, if it's upheld at the circuit level, as that New Jersey case was, a different circuit, we'll have what we call a split in the circuits. That is the most likely path for a case to reach the Supreme Court. So with that in mind, Lisa, I would say that we may have a Supreme Court case on the nunchuck ruling some point in the future.
Thank you. That's Legal Affairs Editor Scott D. Cosenza for LibertyNation.com. Thanks for joining us this week, Scott.
Thank you, Lisa.
Truth is making a comeback. Visit us at LibertyNation.com.